thriller, straight killer. Lord bless me, I'm a sinner, big sinner. All black, take it go, no stiller. The flow make ass pose like Ben Stiller. At the top of no standing, don't panic. I do this for the gang and the whole family. You talking gold bricks, I'm talking gold Grammy. Look, knock it out the park like old Sammy. I don't wanna go crazy, can't cage it. Testing for a verse, man, that flow basic. Catch me with your old lady at Old Navy.
All right, and welcome once again. AllTakesValid episode 110. It's been a while since we've done this. As always, I go by Trill Trayy. Joined once again with SP21 or Spence, and
The club is back, baby.
and welcoming my man Brian here. So
What it do?
for tonight's episode, we're going to go ahead and break down Championship Sunday. We're going to have the AFC representatives, which is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who they?
Yeah, anyways. And then on the NFC side of things, we got the, what is it, Los Angeles Rams now? Yes.
Yeah.
Versus the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know who's going to be the home team in that because they don't really,
I think the Rams got that.
Well, according to Rams and their box selling, they're only selling tickets to anybody that's living in the LA area. So if you're from San Fran,
smart, because it's usually away teams that buy those up. And then
that's why they're doing that.
And obviously, we're going to discuss the man, the myth, the legend. Brian can speak a lot about this guy. He up until recently had more wins in Cleveland Stadium than their own quarterback did. But anyways, Ben Roethlisberger has officially retired. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. So I guess we'll start with, which is going to be this, I think it should be later game. It's 3 p.m. game for whatever reason. I don't know why, but you got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. So Brian, welcome to the show. Cleveland Brown fan, unfortunately, guys. Yeah, they keep bringing me these AFC North rivals, but we're going to make it work. So Brian.
Well, you know what?
Go ahead, Spence.
Dog pound.
No. Go. Let me just say this, Brian. I'll let you out the floor. Next time, Trey, whatever division you want next time, you tell me, and then I'll find people in that division.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind. I'll run him off like I did old Vic Boy. So it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, you gotta love me, Vic. You gotta love me, Vic. You gotta love me.
All right, Brian. Let's see what your takes are like, because this is your first time on the show. So I'm gonna let you start it off. Kansas City, Cincinnati. What's your analysis? How you feeling?
All right. So my heart wants to say Cincinnati. I was born and raised in Ohio, so I want to go for the Ohio team. But that boy, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, those are some bad boys right there. So, and that's an explosive offense. But they did face each other week 16, I want to say, and Cincinnati did take that. But I don't know. I don't see it. I think it's going to be a close game. I kind of want to lead towards Kansas City. Like I said, my mind wants to go with Kansas City, but my heart wants to go with Cincinnati. So,
and
that's how it is right now.
We need definitive here, baby. You got to make a choice. Who is it?
All right, I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Kansas City. Okay, he's going mind over heart.
I'm going with the mind.
You're going with mind over heart. Okay, yeah. Not mad at that. Spencer.
It's so good to be back. Now this one's gonna be interesting because, like Brian alluded to, they fought each other, and the victorious was the Bengals at this time. But now we're in playoff time, and it seems that Mahomes has now got his stride. I mean, you face the number one passing defense in the NFL, and you beat them in overtime. So with that,
Yeah, they didn't
I
look like
don't see him.
a passing defense at all.
No, not really. But 13 seconds is a short time for some people, but a long time for the Chiefs. But for me, I'm picking Kansas City because I'm doing the safe bet. Do I want the Bengals to win? Sure, but logically, we're doing the Chiefs on this one.
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to be the lone wolf here, huh?
Whoa.
No,
Wait,
I'm joking.
obviously,
I went-
obviously, you believe in little brother.
We picked the Cincinnati Bengals. Are you guys
Obviously,
crazy?
you believe in little brother.
You see what's
Oh
going on right now?
man, oh
No,
man, I was
but
about to be proud of you.
No, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're in my division.
No.
It has nothing to do with that.
No.
I'm just gonna read some stats for y'all. So 446 yards, 4 touchdowns, 30 for 39. That's Joe Burrow. That was the last time they played.
Right.
Jamar Chase, 11 receptions, 266 yards, and 3 tutties. And they won by 3 points. So the odds that they're going to have those bigger games from Jamar and Joe Burrow, I don't see them having that great a game again. And if that's the case, they put up all those numbers and they only won by 3 points in the end. I think that says a lot right there. Kansas City, it seems like they're the new dynasty in the AFC, if you ask me, like what New England was for all those years.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, the heartbreak that Josh Allen is feeling, a man that we're about to talk about in a few here, Ben Roethlisberger. We felt that over the years with Brady. He single-handedly beat us in I don't know how many AFC championship games over the years. What could have been. Mahomes is that for a lot of people in the AFC right now.
And not to cut you off, but what Josh Allen and Mahomes is probably how I feel when Brady and Manning always face. It's always that one game that Manning just can't get it. He can get into it. He just can't get past Brady.
I don't know if I want to concede Josh Allen to be Peyton Manning yet, because there's plenty of youthful quarterbacks in the AFC. You have Burrow. Burrow could just as easily be Peyton. There's Lamar Jackson, who could just as easily be. So I don't know if I'm just gonna give that title to Josh Allen just yet.
Well, not as a like play style,
Mahomes,
but
Mahomes
like
is solidified in his role right now at this point.
Right, but I'm just
championships.
Right, but I'm just saying, as in trying to get past somebody to get to the next level they're trying to get to. Josh Allen's like ending stop is somehow the Chiefs. It's always been the Chiefs.
But for a lot of people, it's the Chiefs.
Well, that is true. That is also true.
Lamar finally beat him this year in the regular season. Just like Josh Allen finally beat him in the regular season. And now Joe Burrow, he did beat him in the regular season, but playoffs and regular season are two different things. As we've just seen, the Bills beat the Chiefs by 20 when they played earlier in the season.
Right.
That had nothing to do with this game. So the people who are out there saying, "Oh, well, since he already beat them, they can beat them again." They could. It's not impossible, but it's not probable.
No.
So I feel like the last 3 years that we've seen Mahomes in the playoffs, this dude, it's like a trigger for him. He flips it up and he goes off.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to the Super Bowl, he turns it off. So he's a good playoff quarterback. When he gets down to that championship, that's when he fucks up. So I think right now he gets into the playoffs, he's in another mode right now. So, and Joe Burrow's his first playoff game? First
playoff run
season.
Yeah,
run.
This is
so like experience. Experience plays a big role in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude, he's got the guy. Travis Kelce, dude, that dude's gonna be unstoppable. Like what you said, like we're not going to see them put up the same performance like they did in week 16. Right there, you got tape on what they did. They're going to study that shit. They're not going to let that happen again for sure. So I feel like
you learn from your mistakes.
and Chiefs defense always comes through in the playoffs too. They always step up when it's like end of the regular season, playoff time. That defense steps up. But what's up with the injury with the Honey Badger? Is he playing? Because he is a big factor in that defense too.
That's
so
true.
we gotta look at that.
Yeah, I haven't looked at his availability in regards to that. And that did make a big difference, I think, on some of those plays down the stretch with Josh Allen hitting Gabriel Davis while he was so wide open. I think if Tyrann Matthews out there probably doesn't get completed the same way. So that is a good observation to make. I do got to look and see if he is going to be playing tomorrow. But nonetheless, you got to be able to score as far as Joe Burrow. He's just got to be able to put up points, and he's highly capable of doing it. But again, I feel like the Chiefs are going to do everything to limit Chase this time. So one of the other receivers are going to have to beat them, whether it be Tyler Boyd or your boy T. Higgins, which they're both capable. Like, they have a good trio of receivers. Yeah. But you just can't let Jamar kill you. Just like on the flip side, you can't let Tyreek or Kelsey kill you. You got to limit them. If we lose to Hardman or McKinnon or some of these other guys, that's one thing. But you can't. You see what the Bills did in the last, 2 minutes? Tyreek Hill, bad tackling, and he takes it to the house. That can't happen. You can't let that happen. The two people who you want to limit, that's who killed the Bills at the end of the game. Can't happen if you're Cincinnati. One thing I will say, though, Cincinnati does have a better defense than what the Bills do. Even though, I mean, I guess if we're doing by ranking wise, they were the number one rated, defense. But I watched Cincinnati. I mean, they got
a better pass rush.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
They definitely do.
I think Cincinnati, their biggest X factor, somebody to go off that would help them, I think is going to be Mixon. If Mixon balls out, he runs the ball, catches out of the backfield, he could be a big factor for them offensively. And then,
crazy,
like what
he didn't really do much the first meeting,
so they have less tape on him. Yep.
So that might be, if Jamar does get taken away, because look, he had 12 carries for 46 yards the first game. So maybe you take some of that yardage and, put that in the mixing. Because maybe they won't be expecting that. They're going to be expecting heavy Jamar like last time. So
if you run the ball, you're taking time away. That's keeping Mahomes off the field too. So
that is what I would say is the biggest thing to the Bills. Even though, I mean,
they don't run.
13 seconds though.
They don't run.
They don't run at all. But my thing is, like, when they scored, I was like, that's too much time left for Mahomes. Even with crazy to say that 15 seconds, and you still kind of felt like this kid has a chance to get in field goal range, and then he does it.
But we didn't.
I don't know how many other quarterbacks I would say that in my head with 15 seconds left. It's possible. Maybe somebody like Brady, just because of Brady, but it's not too many quarterbacks with 15 seconds left on the clock. Granted, they have a timeout, but still, it's not many quarterbacks I can think of that I'm gonna say, yeah, they're capable to, get in field goal range. Maybe Rodgers too, the old Hail Mary. We've seen that a couple times over the years, but it's a short list. It's definitely not Baker Mayfield, but that's neither here. That's neither here nor there. It's not too either, Spence. So
I definitely knew that. I definitely knew that. Trust me. And it won't be Mason.
Oh, it's
It's
definitely
Dewey Haskins. That's who it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'll
potentially.
give you that.
Potentially.
Potentially.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the NFC side of things in the Rams and the 49ers. So we're gonna go reverse this time. Brian started, so he's gonna end it. So I'm gonna go first. This one is kind of hard for me because logically I should be saying the 49ers should win this just because they beat them twice this season. They swept them. Sean McVay has struggled against them. The last 6 times they played in total, the 49ers have beat the Rams. So everything is pointing that it should be a no-brainer, even though they're the quote-unquote underdog, that I should take the 49ers to beat the Rams. But something just tells me the way the season's been going, they got the star power. Von Miller looks like he's turned back the clock. Matthew Stafford's been playing amazing. Cooper Kupp, probably the best receiver in football this season, like hands down. I mean, kid definitely stepped his game up. Can't say anything about him. OBJ.
That's what I want to hear.
Aaron Donald, Super Bowl in LA. I can't see them not get there. You got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, like all the halftime performance, like it's big time. It's big time. And you're gonna tell me the Rams gonna be watching at home? They find a way tomorrow. I don't know how. It's gonna be ugly because that NFC West division, those games are, besides the AFC North, like that's probably the best division of football. Like it's a slugfest. It's not gonna be pretty at all. But I feel like the Rams find a way to sneak one out and go host the Super Bowl at home. Spencer.
Well, first, how much time we got? Because I know 10 minutes warning what's happening. Okay. Well, for me, I would probably say, I mean, stars on the line. It says the Rams. I get it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say the Rams because even though the 49ers has swept them or has been on a winning streak against the Rams, Sean McVay can't beat Kyle Shanahan for some strange reason. I just feel like the way the 49ers have played, it's just that they keep getting lucky. They keep getting lucky with the skin of their teeth. The Dallas game, Dallas was coming back. If they didn't lose on a clock ball, that might be a tie game. The Packers game, if they didn't block that punt, the game was going to be over.
A lot of
like,
ifs. They
it
find
was.
ways to win.
Yeah, and they do, and I give them credit as they find ways to win. Now, for me, it's just some teams built to lose because the Packers has been their Achilles heels has been their special teams. For Dallas, their penalties has been their Achilles heel all season. So they've been getting away with what a team's Achilles heels are. Now, can they do it again against the Rams? That's a possibility.
What is the Rams Achilles heel? That's the question that comes down to.
Turnovers. Matt Stafford cannot turn over the ball.
And what did
That's
he
what killed
week 18 to get the 49ers into the playoffs. The only reason the 49ers are in the playoffs is because of the Rams. All the Rams had to do was beat them, and they didn't. And guess what Matt Stafford did in that game? He turned it over, Spence.
He got like 3 picks, but now that's what I'm saying.
That should tell you everything you need to know.
But here's the thing: now he's in playoffs, right? Now he's in playoffs. He's 4 touchdowns, no picks, and they've been winning. So, and I'm picking the Rams, but in order the Rams to win, Matt Stafford has to have a good game. He can't turn over the ball because if you turn over the ball, it's going to go the same way. And to be honest with you, I think Sean is on a hot seat because look at all the things he's pulling. He's pulling big guns. You don't have a pick till the next 5 years.
But look,
That's
they're
true.
a game away from
That's true.
going back to the Super Bowl. Moving on, Brian, your pick in regards to LA and San Fran.
So, beginning of playoffs, I felt the most dangerous team coming into the playoffs was the 49ers. I still think they're the most dangerous. They're just, last time they went to the Super Bowl, their quarterback threw 4 times and they still made it to the Super Bowl. I think that's what it's going to be. They're going to run the ball. They're going to have their trick plays. They got Kittle, who's going to pick up some big old third downs. You don't know where
Against the
ball is
Packers
going to
for
go.
whatever reason. That was crazy. When he dropped that ball, I was lost.
Yeah, we don't know what these guys are going to do. They're dangerous. They're unpredictable. Like what we're talking about. The Rams, they got turnover issues. That's a big issue. It's really hard to go against guys that are like that.
Actually, you know what? The more you guys keep bringing it up, I mean, I'm acting like I didn't just watch that meltdown against Tampa. They almost they try everything to give that game away.
You have to look at it. Cooper, Cam fumbled twice. Cooper fumbled. They can give a game like this.
The snap over the hit,
right.
They give a game like this. That's what it's scary.
The 49ers don't make those type of mistakes. They'll go against those mistakes. They're gonna run the ball in your mouth, and it's gonna be smash mouth football. They play real football. I mean they may not have.
That's my only thing. That's the thing, but somehow they won the last 6 straight. So maybe this is not the proper tape, but I just don't see them being able to run with an Aaron Donald led defensive line and with the Rams. But like we said, they have won the last 6 straight, so they're finding some way to beat them.
Where do they big runs come from? It's like end arounds and swoops. They don't run up the middle like that. That's the thing. If you're running up the middle, then Aaron Donald is gonna get you. Yeah, but they're gonna run Debo on a sweep or some kind of switch around. They play a lot of trick type of stuff. Yeah, you got the best blocking tight end. That all right, he's gonna block, or is he gonna go out and catch the ball?
You got one of the best tackles in the league too, Trent Williams.
And he's having ankle issues. Are we gonna have him for that game? That's big. That's really big too with the Aaron Donald type of guy. They have a nasty pass rush too, so it's good. That one's gonna be an interesting game. That one definitely will be interesting.
It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be ugly. This ain't gonna. The Chiefs Cincy, that's probably gonna be more high scoring. People enjoy. Your kids will watch this one. This is what.
That's a Nickelodeon match right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, we talk about this NFC West showdown, Rams and San Fran. It's gonna be a little uglier.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're fighting.
Yeah, it's gonna be some bleeped out, words on the side. No. This your grandpa's football right here.
And when was the last time the Rams beat them? Sean McVay cannot be Shanahan.
If they won the last 6 straight, that means it would have been 4 years ago at this point.
4 years ago, yeah. That's crazy.
That's telling you. It's just. I feel like they.
And then what's crazier about it is you gotta factor in last season how beat up the 49ers were.
Right.
They didn't even have. They could barely field the
half of their people.
That means they still beat the Rams, regardless of that.
Well, I just feel like the 49ers is just, even though they're not a college, I just call them running back U. They just get running backs that you never heard of.
That's that Shanahan.
Yeah, that Shanahan offense. They get running backs you never heard of. Okay, and then all of a sudden they have monster games. What?
Yeah.
His dad was doing it before he was doing it, so it's that trickle down effect.
Man, It's a running back.
That's
Right
one
there.
thing I'll give the Shanahan's. They're gonna have a good run game. It doesn't matter who the running back is. Our running backs hurt. Oh, you're a receiver, you're pretty fast. You can play running back.
I mean, can we
It's
even
gonna
name
work.
who's the running back for the 49ers right now?
Elijah Mitchell is a rookie. He's I guess he's the RB1 per se, but I mean, you could easily say Debo is too.
Exactly.
They have the kid Trey Sermons over. Like they just have a running back by committee. It doesn't matter.
I forgot about
matter.
Yeah, you get a tote. You get a tote. It doesn't matter.
Hey, good defense and a running game is what you need in the playoffs.
That's half the battle right there. And then people give Jimmy G a lot of slack, but you could say he doesn't win enough. Like he might not win you the game because people say, well, he didn't even win the game with defense, but he doesn't lose you the game either. He didn't turn the ball over. So
yep,
it's one of those things.
Right. That's true.
Me and my buddy were talking earlier, and we were saying he's kind of like in the Alex Smith vein of quarterbacks. That is good enough to get you. It's good enough to get you there. Now, might not make that extra play that's going to win it all, but he's not necessarily going to make that bad play that's going to lose it all. So,
I think
you can win with something like that.
No, for sure.
I mean, you got to think about just 2 years ago, they were just in the Super Bowl. And I mean, he was a throw away from beating Mahomes in that Super Bowl. If he hits that throw, they win the game.
Which
so
he's
nine times out of 10, I think if he got a chance to rethrow the same play, same scenario, same situation, I think he hits him in stride. So it's just one of those things. He missed throw, and history is history. But we're probably talking about Jimmy G a lot different had he connected on that pass, and they went on to win that Super Bowl. So just putting that out there for all the people who like to down Jimmy G out there,
Right.
He gets the job done. It might not be pretty.
Hey, if the 49ers don't want him, we'll take him on the Browns.
No, y'all have Baker Mayfield, but in
Baker.
we are currently quarterbackless because the next topic we're about to get into, we no longer have a quarterback, so we would gladly take him in Pittsburgh. You guys made your bed. Now lay in it. Y'all wanted Baker. That's y'all guy.
Y'all did all that just to get a great value Johnny Manziel. That's crazy.
Well, no, he has all these. His commercials are funny. Don't get me wrong. I love watching his commercials when
great actor. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he pretends to be a quarterback. That's his best role, Baker. Man.
Oh man,
pretends to be a quarterback. Yeah. That should be his next commercial.
Well, Brian, welcome to season 2.
It's gonna be fun as long as Baker's y'all quarterback. You're not gonna like this a lot.
One more year. That's all. One more year.
Year's a long time, my friend.
Hey,
be strong.
You see this shirt? It says "Got rings." I know the answer to you, Brian.
I think I would trade Baker Mayfield for Dewey Haskins, and we'll be good. You can have Baker Mayfield over in the.
Well, y'all can you could just send us a first for Dewey and keep Baker, and that works for me.
No, that
we don't even want.
Just get it first.
Wow.
We don't even.
Well, speaking of that, what is that deal still going through with Dewey?
Well, yeah, we put an original round tender on him. So how that works is, let's say we were to cut him or whatever the case is.
Right.
The other team signs him.
Okay. That's still going on. Okay.
Yeah. So
we're
good either way. So whether in is low risk, it's only like $2 million for the year. So it's low risk. So best case scenario, he balls out. He reaches that that first round potential that people had with him. He just didn't work out in Washington, and we got the guy, and we just gotta
Right.
worry about re-signing him. Or another case scenario, he shits the bed and he's not the guy. It was only $2 million, so it doesn't matter. Third option is somebody else signs him and we get a free first round pick for somebody that we didn't even draft. So it all works for me. Either way, it's not a bad situation to be in. All I know is Mason is not the guy. So
for
if
people at
anybody's
home,
gonna get the chance, it should be Dewey, because Mason, we already seen that story.
Well, with that saying, we're going to move on to the next segment because something has gone to maybe Canton. Isn't that right, Trey?
Who's that?